Coach, in the fourth quarter, it was about a 6-point deficit, and
when was this?
About 3 days ago in the fourth quarter. I think it was 116, 110, and it came out of a timeout, and I believe there was like 3 or 4 consecutive defensive stops that led to baskets, and up to it was an 11-0 run. In that moment, if you can think back that far, or
I'll tell you right now, I can't. I really can't. It's trying to piece, what happened and when it happened, and I really can't. I can't string together when a lot of the plays occurred. I just know it was back and forth the entire time, and it's a tough ball game. And the biggest thing is trying to figure out, once Dwayne went down and TP went down, trying to figure out matchups. They went really small, and we got Alex Lynn on the floor. We're trying to get Trey off of marketing when we switch. We're trying to hide Alex on one of their non-shooting smalls. And so it's just a tough matchup of figuring out where to put bodies, put our best defenders, and try and contain Levine and try and contain Porter. So I really can't. I got no sequence tonight.
Well, I think was it more of a focus on defensive matchups going into the overtime?
Well, it's both. And, I had a couple of the coaches talking about Alex, and, because they were small, should we keep Alex on the floor? And I thought, we should be able to punish them because they're just going to switch on Trey, and Trey's going to be able to go by Markkanen or some of their other guys, and Alex was able to get a lot of drop-offs and ones at the basket. So I thought that was important offensively, and defensively, obviously, it's a little bit of a challenge when they're small like that. So we needed healthy bodies, and we needed to find an advantage one way or the other, where our advantage was having size on the offensive end, the disadvantage was having size on the defensive end when they were small.
Trae Young finished with a game-high and career-high 49 points along with 16 assists. The Bulls were led by Zach LaVine with 47 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. Here's what Trae Young had to say about his performance.
Something I've learned in my first year in the NBA, the game ain't never over till the clock hits zero. I knew they had a shot with 2.2 seconds left at the end of regulation to get off a 3. And I knew it wasn't over. And for me, I was just hoping that we could get past those 2 seconds. But the game's never over.
How do you stay focused, like when it's a second overtime, a third overtime? Like, how do you stay in the game?
I think that's pretty easy to do, just because it was just exciting. It was just a nail biter. I always compare everything to a playoff game. Every possession counts, and we gave ourselves a chance, to win each time, and I'm sure they feel the same way. But more so than anything, it's kind of the most important thing when you get to that many overtimes is just focusing in on what, if there's adjustment or what coach wants us to do, because fatigue sets over. Obviously, when fatigue sets in, you tend to get a little lax, or you make a lot of mistakes. And you make mistakes, you're going to make mistakes, but I think guys were focused in, and at some point somebody had to win.
The Hawks will head out on the road to play the Bulls once again on Sunday in Chicago, followed by a game on Monday in Miami against the Heat. They'll return here to Atlanta on Wednesday, March 6th to face the San Antonio Spurs. So please keep following us at the3pointconversion.com and also all of our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And at the 3 Point Conversion is where fans' opinions matter.